I tried so many products on my skin and maybe about 5% of it only worked for me. Hi, my name is Jelai and today we will talk about skincare. For now, let's make sure to keep our hair out of our face. My skin type is oily, but lately after going back and forth from different weather conditions, it somehow became a combination of both oily and dry. I am actually very sensitive to breakout. This was my skin condition about a year ago. And right now, I'm just trying so hard to keep it together. So what works for me might be different for you. In this 10-minute skincare guide video, we'll be talking about possible causes of breakouts, face mapping, my nightly skincare routine, and some bonus tips at the end of this video. So first things first, we have to identify what could be causing our breakouts. Number one is to find out what you're allergic to. In my case, I'm very sensitive to dairy, as to why I try my best to avoid it as much as I can because it's hard for me to digest those types of food. Number two is always change your pillowcases. Pillowcases can be a home to bacteria since we do come in contact with it almost every night. Number three is never touch your face if you haven't washed your hands. Always bring cleaning wipes or sanitizers to clean your hands with in case you need to do a retouch on your makeup in public or just anytime you need to touch your face. I don't know if you guys have heard of face mapping, but I researched on it and it's pretty factual in my case. So what is face mapping? Face mapping will help you better understand what could be causing your breakouts. Technically, you have different zones in your face. According to the beauty gypsy, spots in different zones correspond to different problems. People have this tendency to think that if you're breaking out, it doesn't matter what area. It probably means that you don't wash your face that well. In most cases, that's completely wrong. There is a whole lot of reason why someone is breaking out. Face mapping believes that certain parts of your face are connected to other areas of your body. According to it, if I'm experiencing breakouts in my forehead area, it's telling me that I have a problem with my digestive system and that I should reduce processed food or junk food and I need to drink more water. Next is this area. Face mapping connects it to your liver. This zone is where your food allergies show. So to fight breakouts in this area, you need to cut back on alcohol, greasy food, and dairy. You should also do 30 minutes of light exercise and get an adequate amount of sleep. Anything around these areas has to deal with the kidney, and it tells me that I need to hydrate. Avoid drinking too much carbonated drinks, coffee, and alcohol, since these would lead to further dehydration. This area has something to do with the heart. If you're breaking out in this part of your face, you need to consume less spicy food and decrease your intake of meat. Eat food with omega-3 and 6 such as nuts, avocados, fish, and flaxseed. We also tend to get clogged pores in this area, so you might want to double check your makeup products if they're expired or they're just not compatible with your skin. These areas are connected to your respiratory system. You need to decrease your intake of sugar and foods that will make your body acidic, such as caffeine, alcohol, dairy, and spicy foods. You would need to add more alkalizing foods like green veggies and wheatgrass. Dirty cell phones and pillowcases are also causes of breakouts in this zone. The next area is your stress and hormonal change zone. You can decrease the chance of breaking out in this area by drinking water, getting enough sleep, eating leafy vegetables, and keeping your skin clean. Breakouts in this area can also indicate when you are ovulating. Meanwhile, the chin area is connected to your stomach. You need to reduce toxins by drinking herbal teas to help with digestion and consume food high in fiber. You can go check out the website on the link below to know more and see if it applies to you. Face mapping may or may not work for you. It could be a hormonal change or other complication, but just consider it as a helping guide. My nighttime skincare routine consists of the following. We start by taking off the makeup. I use the Clinique Take the Day Off Makeup Remover for lids, lashes, and lips. We take a cotton ball and leave it onto your eye area longer because I feel like I have the heaviest makeup on that part. You soak it or only lightly dab it. I don't want to rub it too roughly because we want to prevent wrinkles since we do have a very thin layer of skin around our eyes. Once it's pretty soaked and I can feel that the lash glue is sticking less, I take off the falsies. take another cotton ball and continue to remove the rest of the makeup. If you have a current regimen and would like to change it, do it slowly. Don't change all your products right away. Do it one at a time so that you'll know which products worked and which products didn't. Our next step is a Kojie soap, and I know this is a whitening product, but it's not all about having a white complexion. Our main goal is to even out our skin tone. Most of us tend to break out, causing pimples and acne scars, and if you're familiar with acne scars or those dark spots, it's a huge nightmare because they tend to stay for months to almost half a year. So in order to help speed up the process, you can include a whitening soap in your regimen. Make sure to also protect them with sunblock during the day to prevent further darkening. It doesn't have to be this product. Any whitening product that you can include in your routine that is safe and works for you is good. Kojie soap can be a little harsh on other skin types, so I suggest doing a skin test on your arm first before trying it on your face. I want to remind you guys, expensive doesn't always mean effective. If a cheap product worked for you, that's great. It's all about trial and error. And at the end of the day, what safely works for you is what matters. You can leave this out of your regimen once your spot lightens or when you're satisfied with the result. And then we rinse. In our next step, I use my facial cleanser, which is the Face Shop Herb Day. It claims to be for all skin types, which so far I believe because I recommended this product to most of my friends and relatives, and it definitely helped improve their complexion despite their different skin types or condition. Make sure you massage to help blood circulation. And then we rinse. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't use a towel to dry my face. I came across a Korean TV show about skin health before, and this one lady doesn't use a towel to wipe her face dry, since she said that it could take away a lot of moisture from her skin, and others say that you could get tiny warts from using a towel. Which makes sense because we often leave our towel to dry in our bathroom or overnight. So consider not using a towel to dry your face. You can just let it dry or use a facial tissue if you're in a hurry. So what I do is I would just let it dry or let it be and directly put my moisturizer, Clinique Surge, onto my damp skin. When putting your moisturizer, make sure to use your ring finger because some say it's one of your weakest fingers. So it'll be less harsh on your under eye area. Like I've said before, it's very sensitive and prone to wrinkles. Don't rub them, just lightly dab the product around your eye area. Just a couple of reminders before we end this video. Let's review. First is to find out what you're allergic to, change your pillowcase, never touch your face if you haven't washed your hands, try to use face mapping as your guide, don't use a towel to dry your face, use your ring finger when putting a product around your eye area, wear sunscreen, and if you're changing your skincare routine, do it slowly, change one product at a time. I hope you picked up a little thing or two in this video. Till next time. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, please. Thanks for watching. For our bonus tips, exfoliation is a must every week to get rid of dead skin. I suggest using Cure Aqua Gel. It's very gentle, yet it does the work as promised. When I feel like my skin condition is very stressed or tired, I use a face mask. I recommend using at least 1 to 2 masks per week. You don't have to use a face mask every night. This step can be done once a week. Treat it as a little pro bono food for your skin. The best brands I've encountered so far would be Etude and Innisfree. If purchasing a couple of masks every week is slightly over the budget for you, I suggest buying this Aloe tub from Nature's Republic. It can act as a facial mask. It's very relaxing, especially if you put it in your fridge. This can last you for months to half a year maybe. It's very versatile. You can use it on your sunburn, you can use it on your hair. A friend of mine uses it as a makeup base or moisturizer. If it's morning, The last one I place on my skin before heading out is sunscreen. Even if it's a cloudy morning, use your sunscreen. My favorite sunscreen so far is Belo. It's not heavy on the skin and it's definitely not oily.